Our next guest is a mompreneur from Naperville who solved a problem most new moms face. She created a cold-pressed organic baby food line called Tiny Human Food. It has more nutrients and more flavor, so please welcome Ash Rossi. Hi, Ash.
Hey.
How are you?
So good. How are you?
Okay, Ash, who do you have sitting next to you? Because I cannot talk to you without recognizing our next guest, our other guest.
So this is Charlie, who was loosely created to resemble my youngest son. So, but we couldn't do curly hair like Luca has. It had to be straight.
Exactly. Oh, that's so cute. So tell me your story. You're a mom. How many kids do you have?
I have two.
Okay. How old?
18 and 6.
18 and 6. You've got an incredible backstory. We're going to get to that in a second. But what made you to decide to start your own food line?
So I was really frustrated. When I had Luca, I had learned a lot about the food industry and all of the things that are in our food, not in our food, and the results that can have on health. And so I was making all of Luca's food from scratch, and it was a gigantic pain.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was really confused because if you go into the grocery store, you can find refrigerated dog food in the dog food aisle, but
yep.
You can't find refrigerated good baby food in the baby food aisle. And so I decided to just make that be a thing.
Yeah, I mean, but not everybody can just make that be a thing and grow it into a successful business. Where did you start?
Well, I started with just the frustration of most parents, I think, where I just was spending so much time making this food, and half the time Luca didn't even want it, and his whole body would reject it, and he would shake at me, you know, and so I made a couple of phone calls and just figured out how I could offer a better baby food company.
And how is your baby food, if you had to describe it, different than other baby food?
It's so good.
Is it?
Yeah, so first of all, most of the time when you say baby food to someone, it's like you're swearing at them, right? Like,
yeah,
don't come at me
people cringe.
Right, and they won't eat food themselves that they would feed to their baby, which doesn't make any sense. So it's delicious, but also, you know, we process with pressure rather than heat, and so we're able to lock in the vitamins and nutrients and flavor that the food should have, rather than all of those shelf-stable brands that have been treated with ultra-high temperatures and are essentially filler foods.
Right. Were you a mompreneur before this, or is this your first business venture?
No, I was supposed to be a police officer.
Really?
Yeah, I have my degree in criminal justice. I was finally graduating the week that my ex-husband and I found out that we were expecting Luca, and so it shifted the trajectory just a smidge.
Yeah, I think so. From police officer to baby food, and like I said, you have an 18-year-old and a 6-year-old. Obviously, you're young. You were a teen mom.
I was.
And I read that you said, you know, people kind of count out teen moms. You'll never do this. You'll never do that. But you have changed the trajectory for your life.
Wow, I appreciate that. I started just thinking to myself when I was young that I needed to be unstoppable, period, you know, because everybody wants to put all these barriers and walls and, you know, a lot in front of you when you're a teen parent, and they tell you you'll never succeed and you won't amount to anything. And, you know, less than 2% of teen moms have a college degree. I'm proud to say that I'm one of the 2%, you know, and it's just, you have to be kind to yourself and keep moving forward, and I did that.
And you did that. And the packaging on the food is so cute. How did you come up with that idea?
I wanted something different, right? Because Tiny Human Food isn't like anything else that the baby food category has ever seen, right? It's a game changer, and I wanted the packaging to be that too. First of all, inclusivity is very important to me.
I can see that.
I want to celebrate diversity rather than, you know, some brands we may be familiar with who have not. And so I had seen the movie Storks with Luca, and I just fell in love with the babies, but they have like fuchsia hair, teal hair, and I was like, it doesn't really say organic. So I called Warner Brothers and I was like, hey, I love your babies. How do I get them on my packaging?
Really?
And yeah. And surprisingly enough, they fell in love with the concept and idea and allowed me to license it. So
no way, you are unstoppable. Not too many people would think to call Warner Brothers and go, hey, I like this, can I use it?
Well, and you know what? A lot of people have said that to me, and I always laugh because the first time they said, you know, you just thought to call Warner Brothers, and yeah, this is abnormal. Yeah, I did. I just called them.
All right, Ash, where can we get your food?
We are rolling out in all of the Fresh Time stores right now. There are 74 stores like all across the Midwest in a cooler in the baby food aisle. And we're just changing, you know, the course of child nutrition and history.
All the best to you, Unstoppable Mama. I love it. For more information, go to tinyhumanfood.com.